So welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 20 News Show. Today we are wrapping up all the latest topics in the world of FIFA over the last 7 days. Today we're going to be talking about the South Korean League getting scanned for a FIFA game, Microsoft potentially becoming the new owner of the PES franchise, that is a big story, foot updates and much more. Now if you want to know all the latest FIFA 20 news and updates, this is the right spot. Make sure you subscribe today if you're new. We've got 76.2% of you guys watching the videos but not subscribed, so do yourselves a favor, subscribe today so you don't. It's an interesting story, but it affects FIFA Online at the moment, but we're not really sure if it's going to be affecting FIFA 21 when the time comes. But it looks like EA has given the full scanning treatment to the South Korean K-League. And it's basically the same treatment like they do with the Bundesliga, La Liga and all that kind of stuff, where they go with the booth thing, the cameras, and they go and scan the players from each club. So there's a trailer that they released, and FIFA Online 4, if you didn't know, is a game for the Asian regions. It's not like the same game that we play. It's a PC game, and it's not like the ones you get on the PlayStation and Xbox and stuff. It's just meant for that region. We've seen a lot of face updates in the FIFA Online 4 game that we don't get on FIFA in the normal edition. I remember when they updated Son's face, and we had to wait a whole year for the Son upgrade on the consoles. But could this happen in FIFA 21 where the South Korean League is a partner where you get like the faces for a lot of the clubs and stuff? It is possible, because you would think that they could use the same sort of assets anyway and just transfer them across to different games. But at the same time, we don't really know, because sometimes what they do in FIFA Online does not carry over to the console version. So it's hard to say, but I found it a bit interesting to see that EA has scanned and given the treatment to the South Korean League, at least on their Asian version of FIFA. So I have to thank Lucas for sending me the information about this scan. If you want to follow him on Twitter as well, you can get a lot of FIFA news and PES news. He knows a lot of stuff, so it's good to follow him. Now this one is an interesting thing as well for those people that don't really play Ultimate Team. Chris sent me this photo and he goes, "This message came up to me on FIFA 20 the other day." And of course, you guys are the best researchers, so if you see anything, that you think might fit on the news show, make sure you send it in. Something like this is always going to be good to mention on the news show. So I think this has been happening, for the last few months. I think it's for people that never touched Ultimate Team all these months. EA is trying to entice you to get into the game mode by offering you like a welcome pack. But anyway, let's take a look at this message. It says, "Claim your pack. For a limited time, enter FIFA Ultimate Team and earn a welcome pack to start your team." So, of course, this is going to be for people that have not started an Ultimate Team already, but have FIFA 20, have been playing career mode or something like that. The welcome pack does contain 1 Foot Prime Icon Loan Player pick, 1 Guaranteed Team of the Week Moments Loan Player, 1 Champions League Base Loan Player pick, and 1 Gold Rare overall 81 to 84 player pick, which is untradeable. Now this doesn't surprise me, but of course EA is trying to bait people into Ultimate Team, giving them welcome packs. If you play career mode, you're not making them any money, so that's not good for EA. They want you to get into Ultimate Team, start spending money on FIFA points and buying packs and coins and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's why you get these kinds of messages and incentives. Basically what I do on Ultimate Team is just record squad battle gameplay for the B-roll footage of the videos, and that's about it. I don't do anything else. Don't spend any money on the game. If you do see this message, it's just an incentive if you want to take it or not. In terms of major updates this week, the PC players got FIFA 20's title update number 14. Now this one is currently delayed on the consoles. If I had to guess, I would say maybe Tuesday or Wednesday it will get released. It's weird because sometimes it comes out a day after the PC, sometimes a week after. Like, you just can't predict it. It changes every time. But was it a big update? Not really. There's just a few gameplay things in regards to like stamina. There's also 2 clubs that got added in for the CONMEBOL competitions. Those were Guarani and Barcelona Sporting Club. They updated some stadiums and kits for the CONMEBOL teams. And then visually, they also updated a few different things as well. It wasn't much to it. They added in a legacy face, I believe, for El Buzetti, who plays for Lincoln City in the game at the moment, but that hasn't been unlocked with the squad updates yet. And speaking of squad updates, there was 2 squad updates over the last few days. There was one on the 31st of March and one on the 2nd of April. I believe those are out on the PC, but I'm not sure about the consoles yet. But the most important thing for title update number 14 was the fact that EA did sort of fix the undefined bug or the lineups bug when you're playing the game. So I tested out a few different lineups in my PC version, and it looked like all the player names were coming up again as per usual, and there was nothing wrong with that. But it's still a little bit broken. You see, while EA fixed up the main component of the lineups presentation, they sort of forgot about all the other parts of the broadcast. They use player names as well. So apparently when this graphic comes up about a player, how many shots he's had, how many goals he scored in the match, it still says undefined. And in other areas where a substitution occurs, sometimes the player names won't appear at all. So it doesn't look like it's been 100% fixed It just looks like they've noticed that the lineups don't appear properly, so they've tweaked that, but then they really haven't done much to the other parts of the packages as well. So I guess it's a typical EA job of fixing one little bit but leaving half of it broken at the same time. So let's talk about the latest FUT updates. FUT Birthday Team 2 is still going on. This week they've introduced a new team. Last week was Team 1. So you're going to have players like Van Dijk, Pogba, Bale, Di Maria, Lacazette, Douglas Costa, Hernandez and more. Team of the Week moments number 3 also came out this week. And I think there was a few complaints with this Team of the Week. I can't remember, but a few people were disappointed with the team selection. It looks like the highest rated players are 87 overall. It doesn't go any higher than that. There's 2 objectives that they've added in for FUT Birthday. You can get a Cordoba or a Bakayoko card. And in terms of SBCs, there's currently a few running, and one of them is Flashback Jonathan Biabiani, going for about 141,000 coins on the PlayStation if you were to do it from scratch. There's also a Sark card, 87 rated centre back. This one's going for 201k on the PlayStation. And then there's also a Stephen Bergwijn card, 88 rated from Spurs, and this one is going for 357k on the PlayStation. Now this story is going to be an interesting one, and it could change the whole FIFA vs PES debate, because this is a very, very big thing if it does happen. But there was a rumor that came out this week, and it spread pretty quickly, that Microsoft was going to finalize the purchase of the entire gaming catalog from Konami. Now, of course, Konami owns PES, and this announcement apparently is going to be sort of happening at E3, around E3 time. Now, I believe that E3 is cancelled, but Xbox is going to be having its own little presentation online, so you can tune in and see what happens. If that happens, it's just a rumor at the moment. If that happens, Microsoft would own Pro Evolution Soccer. Now, on that tweet, there's a paste spin link which you can click on, and when I clicked on it, it gave me like an E3 spoiler. Supposedly, this is true. I don't know. I'm just taking it as I see it. But it says that Microsoft will finalize the purchase of the entire gaming catalog from Konami. The deal they've been working towards is so expensive for Microsoft that it will single-handedly fund a new manufacturing facility for Konami that they wanted to build to focus on new R&D for gambling devices. Microsoft is going to have to keep paying royalties back to Konami on all the games that Konami originally released, including future remasters. Only new games made from the ground up will be fully profitable for Microsoft. So it sounds like a big money deal, a crazy deal. I don't know if this is going to happen or not. Some say that it's just a rumor, it's not going to happen. Maybe they could understand Microsoft acquiring 1 or 2 different IPs, but getting the whole catalog sounds a bit crazy. But hey, we're living in some crazy times, so you got to expect the unexpected these days. But it could be interesting, because going into next gen, PES could be an exclusive Xbox game. So let's talk about what that actually means if Microsoft owns PES. So of course, if Microsoft owns PES, it's very, very likely that they're going to stop selling PES on the PlayStation devices and anywhere else, I guess, that's not Xbox, and basically have PES an exclusive football game for the Xbox console. Now, could they do new engines and stuff? Maybe in the future, PES would have a different engine. Could there be a bigger licensing war than what there is right now? Maybe as well. Microsoft does have a bit of cash, so maybe if the game does well, they would invest in it more and try and battle EA with different things. It would be interesting to see Microsoft versus EA, because that would be a great battle, to be honest. But if it does go exclusive to Xbox, then maybe PES won't be competing as much as it can at the moment with FIFA, because right now it's available on both consoles. So you got to sort of think of that as well. If it goes exclusive, it could become less of a competitor to EA. But then you also got to think about option files. At the moment on the Xbox One, you cannot do option files where you plug in a USB and install different kits and everything else you can do with the option files. Microsoft doesn't allow that for some reason, but on the PlayStation you can. So if the game becomes an exclusive to Xbox, there is a good chance that there won't be any option files available if Microsoft doesn't change the system that it currently has. Which means you're going to have a bit of an unlicensed game and you can't really modify it that much. So that would obviously disappoint a lot of PES fans as well. But there's also another interesting thing. So you guys remember the Xbox Series X trailer? And there was like a little football clip where it looked sort of like a player running with the ball towards goal. A lot of people are now thinking that that was a PES trailer or a bit of PES in the next gen version because of this recent rumor where Microsoft was gonna, buy Konami's catalog. So yeah, a lot of people now are saying that they believe this is PES gameplay, and at the time people were saying, is this the next FIFA? So it's very, very interesting, because why would Microsoft in the trailer of the Xbox Series X tease like a football game in there? It doesn't make sense unless they've acquired PES, which would make sense. So obviously it's just speculation, but some people are now believing that that is PES gameplay, and I guess we'll find out in a few months' time anyway. But Lucas Pizzatti, who is a guy that always knows the latest FIFA and PES news, did comment on this situation, and he goes about the trailer, the gameplay that you see in that trailer. He says that the information that he has at the moment on that is that it was just a CGI to show the concept of sports games in the new generation. Microsoft buying the Konami catalog is quite surreal, and I would be very surprised as the other Konami services are currently stopped due to the global issue. So yeah, he reckons that it's just CGI, but like I said, we're going to find out in a few months. Are they going to be acquiring this thing? If there was an acquisition, you might be hearing more rumors as we get closer to around June time, where the presentations for the new consoles and games start taking place and stuff. So I guess we're going to find out really soon. If you're a Huddersfield Town fan, you can become an EA Sports data reviewer. Huddersfield Town put out something on their website. It says, become an EA Sports FIFA 20 data reviewer. EA Sports are looking for Huddersfield Town experts. Become an EA Sports FIFA 20 data reviewer. EA Sports are looking for knowledgeable Town fans. Apply for the unpaid role below. So it is unpaid, it is a volunteer job. EA, come on man, you can't even give the people $10 just to go and buy themselves some lunch or something, I don't know. EA Sports FIFA are looking to increase their community of Huddersfield Town experts. Are you one of the most knowledgeable fans around? You could be just a person. An EA Sports data reviewer is a dedicated football expert who enjoys researching and reviewing teams and players. With the ability to leave feedback on a wide range of areas, you can help ensure the player and team data is as accurate as possible in FIFA 20. It's a great opportunity to be part of the world's most popular sports game, even if you don't get paid. Click here if you're interested. Stay in the conversation with FIFA Talent Scout by following twitter.com/FIFA Talent Scout. This is a voluntary position and offers no financial compensation. So yeah, if you're interested and you meet the criteria, you can go ahead and check it out. But that's all for this week. Make sure you watch this FIFA 20 video, the things you may not know about the game. Hit the card in the middle, it'll take you right there, and I'll see you next time.